Hi, Dennis. This is Euclid Chiropractic, and this is Dennis. He's been a patient for us for about probably 2 months now.
Yeah.
Before you came into our office, what were you experiencing? What brought you into our office initially?
Lower back pain that went down my left side through my hip and down to my knee.
And you had mentioned you had seen another doctor about this, and what was your experience?
My experience was I went to an orthopedic specialist, and he referred me to physical therapy.
Did that help you?
I found the physical therapy burdening.
Burdening? What does that mean?
You spend 2 hours there beating your own body to death, hoping to strengthen your core so your body straightens itself. And after the 2 hours of the therapy, then it took another 2 hours to recuperate. I'm not at the age where I want to waste energy doing exercises.
And beyond, if you don't mind me asking, you're how 40? How old?
I'm going to be 64 next month.
Okay, 64. And just knowing Dennis too, he's a very active guy. He likes to work in his yard, work in his house, anything he can. But he knows his body well too. Tell me what that means to you when you say you know your body, when you're a good judge of what's going on with your body.
Oh, well, before coming here, I'd worked in construction for 32 years. And from 1978 on, I had a chiropractor who retired the same time I did. So I went the last 8 years without a chiropractor. But I used him to keep my body in shape to be able to do that construction work, because doing construction I was in a very physical trade, and it put myself in many painful situations, you know, with the sciatic and lower back, and without that chiropractic help, it would have been a very long career, I can tell you.
Well, when you came in our office, you'd mentioned you had knee pain, back pain combination. Today, presently, how's that pain? Has that dissipated? Has that gone away? Is that less?
90% of the pain is gone, and I hesitate to use the word pain now. I think it's more of a discomfort. But I will say, looking back at the symptoms that I had, where there was 5 or 6 definite, prominent symptoms, basically we're down to 1. So.
And how does that affected your lifestyle throughout the day, your activities, for example?
Presently, the beauty of it is, even though I'm not 100% discomfort-free, I can work at 100% level. I just have to kind of monitor myself. So if I suffer a fatigue factor, then I take a break from what I'm doing. 15 to 30 minutes later, I'd go back and do what I was doing. So.
And how's your sleep going, too?
My sleep is tremendous. That was probably the biggest asset, because once I got to that point where most of the symptoms were gone, I realized how much better I was sleeping than I had been sleeping the previous 6-7 months.
Okay. Okay. So overall, chiropractic in your mind is?
Oh, it's absolutely essential if you're going to be, especially if you're an active person who, you know, doesn't want any restrictions. The activity that I normally put myself through is probably what gets me into the positions where I need the chiropractic help. But it's nice to have someone who manipulates the body back to the point where it can heal itself. It's when you're in the stress, you know, of a pinched nerve or something, the muscles can't react normally because they're fighting with each other. Once that stress is removed, then the muscles, I find, for me, work simultaneously together, and they are the strengthening factor.
Well, Dennis, thank you for the interview, and thank you for just explaining chiropractic. The last 30 seconds, you basically said what I usually tell my patients as how it affects the overall body. So thank you again, Dennis, and we'll talk to you soon.
My pleasure.